What's up, guys? It's Coach Shay back again with another video. And today we're going to run through the triangle offense, the first play, let's say, of the triangle offense. Okay. But before that, we're also going to get into why we're using it and what this is all for. Okay. So without further ado, let's get into it. One of the first or one of the biggest reasons for implementing the triangle offense is the autonomy, the ability to make decisions and to own them due to the numerous options available in the plays. Okay, so by giving you guys the ability to, or the empowerment to make a decision, we're really gonna allow you to grow your basketball IQ, to make good reads, and then to make good cuts or plays based off of those reads. Okay, so that's one of a key reason for implementing the triangle. Okay, another key reason is that it can be rerun multiple times. Okay, so even after you finish running one triangle and you haven't, let's say, got the look that you're looking for, you can easily turn around and run it exactly the same again, or you can run a different variation, and you can do that multiple times within the same play, which is actually kind of cool. Okay, it's fundamental driven. Okay, this is a really key point. You have to have great fundamentals to run the triangle, okay? Especially the number one, spacing. Spacing is king in the triangle offense. It's absolutely critical, okay? So this is gonna force you to be in tune with your fundamentals of the game. All right, your footwork, your spacing, cutting, passing, all of these are going to be tested, let's say, every single time you line up in triangle offense. So that's a really good opportunity there. And finally, as well, ball movement. Okay, it's a famous offense for its ability to get the ball moving and to cause confusion for defenses by all the many layers of cuts, screens, movement, etc., etc. Okay, so like I said, this will be the first of a few more to come. So let's get into this one, which is called 1.1. All right, but it's triangle one, and it's characterized by a play from the strong side wing to the post. Right, so entry pass from strong side wing into the post. Right, so I'll play it through one time so you can see what I'm talking about, and then we'll discuss it and the options that we get out of it. Fantastic. Okay, so one of the first things you'll see is the formation of the triangle. So the one makes the pass to the three and then relocates to the strong side corner, and that's what you're going to see here. Now, at the same time, you'll see the two slide across in order to kind of stay as a extra player within the play, so to speak. And the four, which doesn't really look like they're doing much, but they act as the safety in all of this. Okay, so you need that safety player. So if things break down, go safety, safety, safety. You can reset, start again, or do something else. Okay. So the four is the safety. Two slides across to stay slightly involved, but the main triangle itself is formed for the 3, 1, and 5. Then we have an entry pass from our 3 to the 5. And we have a series of Laker cuts, all right, Laker low, Laker high, which ends up looking a little bit like middle magic. That helps it make sense. And so the pass goes into the post, and then both of these players make a cut off of the post, all right? And first of all, we just pass our first option, okay, which is the inside handoff, right? So you can have or an inside or an outside handoff to the 1 or the 3 by the post player. All right, so they can hand off inside. They can hook it over the shoulder. They could pivot and pass. All right, so that's the first option first readily available option that you will have from this offense. Okay, but assuming those options aren't taken, we then get into two screens set by the 3 and the 1. Right, and the 4 now has an opportunity to choose which of those screens to use. Right, so in this case, the 4 chooses the down screen, chooses to take the screen from the 3. And by using the screen from the 3, they then cut towards the basket. All right, and so that gives us another option with a simple pass from the 5. So the 4 is cut into the basket. So hopefully for a wide open layup. So that's what you see there. Then immediately after, you will see a flare screen set by the 1 for the 3. All right, so that now allows the 3 to also be an option as they've just had their defender screened. So they can report to the wing as they do here, or the slot area. Or they could even find themselves attacking to the elbow or getting the shot at the top of the key or the free throw line. Okay, and those options are also highlighted there. So those are two really good options after the dual screens has been set for the 4. All right, so I'm gonna play that through one more time and just leave that to run. And as you can see, again, we have this formation of the strong side triangle, our 2 Laker cuts, Laker low, Laker high, 2 off-ball screens, choosing one, and then the flare screen, the off-ball screen for the another player. All right, so that's triangle 1, and in this case, we call it triangle 1.1 because there is a 1.2 as well. Okay, and that simply involves taking the same sort of play, so same setup, same formation as before. Yep, that's one play. Same formation as before. The only difference is which screen the 4 in this case takes. So you'll see that the 4 actually takes the up screen this time, and so 3 is the one setting the off-ball screen, the flare screen for their teammate. All right, so everything else proceeds the same. You still want your 2, who in this case is in the middle. You still want your 2 to move a little bit more to the strong side, right? So get to the strong side slot so that if the 5 needs to make a kick out pass, they can. And you'll see the 3 and the 1 report to set the screens. The 4 in this case takes the up screen, and here again they can stay outside for the 3. Okay, from the wing 3, they can report to the elbow or to the free throw line to the top of the key. And after they move to their position, so in this case there, the 3 sets a flare screen for the 1. And there's an opportunity for the 1 to have a wide open jump shot. Or if they get closed out to, again, they could swing past to the 3 is also open. So again, there's so much ball movement, so many opportunities for passes, cuts, screens. All right, it's just about recognizing the opportunities. Okay, and one last option before we leave this video alone, might be getting a little bit long for now. When we do get into our strong side triangle, there is also the option for the action between these 3 players. So in this case, the 1, the 3, and the 5. All right, so once the 3 makes the entry pass to the 5, instead of both players performing a Laker cut, they could screen for each other, right? So they could easily have a flare screen. So for example, the 1 could slide up here, right? So you have your 1 slide up. The 3 simply uses the flare screen, gets to the corner, takes a wide open jump shot. Or if they overplay the shot, the jump shot, they attack the basket. And if there's help from the 5, then they have an inside pass to the 5. All right, so there's so many options, so many little ways to move the ball, and as I've said repeatedly now, to use the triangle offense to our benefit. All right, so these are the first plays, let's say, characterized again by a pass from the strong side wing to the high post or the mid post. All right, so take that as you will. Use these plays, or recognize these plays, recognize the options that may come from them, and get ready to try it out in practice. All right, there you go. That's the first of many to come.